Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Resting Easy with Chris and
Breezy.
And in today's episode, we're going to talk about the final wrap up of
Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend.
and our
Disneyland. We're going to be talking about Disneyland in this video.
and then just what we're doing.
What we've been up to.
Why haven't we been here? Why haven't we been posting every week? Because we did have a resolution that we are going to be more consistent
with our videos.
Well, it hasn't happened. We've been posting a lot of shorts though, right? Yeah, there we go. But anyway, let's get to it. So,
Wrap up
marathon weekend. Let's see. We did the Dopey and
Dopey number 3, which we've discussed.
yes, already. And yeah, it's been about how long now?
2 months.
3 months since we've done it. It's still surprising that I still have it in my head a little bit.
So we went there for a week. We were in Florida for a week. We arrived Monday night and left the Monday after the marathon. We don't go into the parks during marathon weekend since we were only there during that time. It just doesn't make sense. We do go to Universal though, because
Nobody talks about Universal in a Disney video.
what is that? Disney in the streets, Universal in the sheets. But because we can get basically annual passes for a really good deal through the military. They don't include like parking or discounts, but still. And then we stay on property there, but we'll discuss that in another video. We have a plan.
Yes, we do. Hopefully.
Yeah, but other than that, we just kind of chill. We kind of hang out for the week. After the races, we'll come back and relax, and then we might, hop over to Disney Springs or Universal, or just go someplace else.
Yep.
But yeah, so with this being our third Dopey,
Third time's the charm. We're not going to do it anymore.
let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's go
First,
with.
why don't you show them the medals? That
Okay, yeah, I'll stop. Yeah, like you haven't seen them before, but anyway, these are ours. Okay. Well, anyway, here is. Well, let's go off with. Let's first off start with the Goofy. So this is the Goofy medal. Yeah.
This was actually my favorite medal of the weekend.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Kind of like the 90s sunglasses, and it spins and all that stuff. Pretty cool. And then, of course, on the back, I did it with all the main characters there, which is actually pretty cool. I do like it, but I don't know. With the ones that all of them out there, I guess, yeah. It's pretty cool. I don't think it's my favorite, though.
No, I think you said the 5K one.
Yeah, the 5K, yeah. The little bow and all that stuff.
No, the
that's
bow
was 10K.
It was a half.
Okay.
5K was Pluto. It was the beachy vibe.
Oh, yeah.
I know, we filmed that one so long ago.
So long ago. Anyway, this is the final and last challenge medal. It is the Dopey. Yes, 10 years running, and it spins like a little thing here. I like the other ones because, Dopey actually moved in the other ones, which I thought was actually pretty good, yeah. And of course, in the back it says, I did it. So we did it. And that is the medals there. So you could say, oh, the shirt. It is.
Let's talk about this shirt. So
yes.
I had previously discussed the shades of colors that they had for their shirts. And this is the 4th shade of blue.
4th shade of blue. And it's my favorite color of blue, if you ever want to know. There it is.
I was going to wear the Goofy, which is orange, but I decided to wear a Disneyland shirt because we actually have a couple things to discuss about Disneyland.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the overall. Love the weekend. And we are going to get back to. Are we going to do another one?
Oh, yes. So after the first and second Dopey, I was like, yeah, I'll do it again. Even before we finished this one, I was like, I don't want to do Dopey again. And it's because I'm not a morning person. Don't bug me before 10.
Or coffee.
Or definitely before coffee. And these 2 a.m. wake up calls and then the early nights. Yeah.
But you would rather do?
Goofy. And he doesn't think it makes sense because if you're going to do a half and a full, why not do the 5 and the 10? That's 2 early nights. It's 2 early mornings. That's 9.3 miles of running. That does not include the walking to the starting area, the walking back to your car, and then everything else that those days entail. So I'm like, goofy.
It's worth it.
Okay, so let's get into Disneyland race registration. Now,
So we're moving out of the whole dopey thing.
No,
then.
this connects.
Okay,
This
all
connects.
right.
No, okay, so he still wanted to do dopey, regardless.
Yeah.
He wants to do dopey. And he's like, oh, you can just do goofy. But that's not how these races work. These races, we run them together. Any other race, we can, what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
We don't have to run together.
Yes.
But these races, we run together. So I'm like annoyed. And then I'm like, well, what happens if we get into Disneyland? That's because we were going to do the Dumbo Challenge, and that's a week later. It's a 10K and a half marathon. And he's like, okay. I'm like, if we get in, can we just at least only do Goofy?
Mm-hmm. No.
He's like, I want to do Dopey.
On dopey. If you're going to do at least a Goofy, you got to do the dopey. Like I said, she might think it's only 5 and 10K or 9.3 miles altogether. That's nothing. When you've been training and going and for this whole marathon and everything, you might as well just go ahead and do a little measly walk of a 5K because it's not timed in the first place. And then the 10K, it's only another 5K.
But it's
not that much.
Mornings,
but you get to go through the parks, you get to do all this stuff. Anyway, we could sit here all day arguing.
Yes.
I'm going to do dopey.
But let's move to Disneyland race.
Yeah, we're done with.
Oh, no, it still ties in.
Oh, it still ties in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what?
Our acrobats
February
over
14th.
here. Yes.
So I actually requested the day off because the race registration starts around the time that I start working, and I needed to make sure that I had no distractions. And it's a Tuesday, so sometimes I don't even work Tuesdays.
Yeah.
We're ready by 3:30 our time.
Oh, I got off work early for this. Okay.
Because race registration's at 4 p.m. our time. So 3:30 we're ready. We have our desktop, we have the iPad, and the 2 phones.
All ready to go. All queued up on the Run Disney page. Mm-hmm. Ready to go. And
4 o'clock comes by, and of course they're not ready.
No.
I'm not surprised. No big deal.
Nothing.
They were ready, 10, 15 minutes later?
Yeah, it was about 15. Yeah.
We enter the queue. The first,
Go.
It says an hour.
Oh.
And then we have another one that says 46 minutes. Anyway, it ended up dropping down. I think it took us, we were in at 4:45, so another half hour after the queue finally opened.
Yeah.
Now, I knew this was going to be rough. I knew it was a long shot, but how it ended up going down,
kind of aggravating.
Mm-hmm.
So, as it counted down and we finally got into the registration and we're going through and we're picking up the Dumbo Double Dare to get it going, and we go through everything. But the thing is, it doesn't happen on our computer. It doesn't happen on the iPad. It happens on the itty bitty phone that we have. Which is another thing, is kind of annoying because you're trying to go through all the steps. And the way that Run Disney does it is that you have to fill in every single block.
And the thing is, you can't have this stuff filled in, in your account ahead of time.
No.
And if you miss one little thing, or if they don't accept something, i.e. part of your address or t-shirt size, it's a issue.
Yes.
So now, I would have been okay if it would have sold out while we're still waiting in the queue. Mm-hmm. But that's not what happened.
No, it sold out while we were filling everything out. And the bad thing is that if you have autofill, fill out all the stuff, don't do it because it screws up everything else in your form and it will not accept it. So that was probably one of the things that might have done it.
No, it wasn't just that, because then we were still okay. Because I was checking on
the other phones and the other phones
to make sure it wasn't sold out.
Yeah.
T-shirt size.
T-shirt size.
For some effing reason, yay me, it wasn't letting us put in the t-shirt size, and you cannot continue if you don't have your t-shirt size.
Yeah.
And I struggled with this constantly, and then he got in. We were on at this point on 3 different devices.
Yep.
And by the time we were even able to attempt to do anything, Dumbo Double Dare was sold out.
Sold out. So we were talking with
Dave and Laura.
Adventure with you, and it's come to the point. It's like I don't even want to do it anymore. We didn't get what we wanted. We don't want to do it anymore. So, but Dave and Laura like, let's go. Let's get the half marathon going.
Okay, so we decided,
let's do it. Yeah, we had other phones that still had some time left over before we actually got in. So we.
Well, no, we were still in there. We were still
in the queue, but it was waiting.
No, we were still in the registration thing.
Okay.
So then we decided, okay, we'll go for the half. That's fine. Same thing happened. For some reason, it was not accepting our t-shirt size. It wouldn't give us an option to even put in one in. Like, we couldn't even put anything in. If you can't put anything in, it won't let you check out.
And we've also noticed that if you're probably at that far that it won't accept a t-shirt size for you, that it's probably already sold out.
I don't know.
But anyway, that was what was holding us in regards to registration. So, in final, we didn't get into Disneyland races.
And this was about 5:30 by the time we were done.
So we were throwing things around. We were so upset. We were just so pissed off. I mean, now I have to buy a whole bunch of new stuff here for the house because we were just trashing it. No, we weren't.
It was frustrating only because of how it happened. Like I said, I was expecting it to be sold out before we even got out of the queue.
Yeah.
And that would have been, I was prepared for that, but I was not prepared for
how it went down.
Issues.
Yeah.
Which, Disney, come on. You are a large company. Get the...
Yeah, I have my views on which way they should go and how they should do this, but I'm just a consumer of Disney. I'm not an IT person, so I'm sure there are many people out there trying to figure out a way to do it, and I've seen people that didn't actually get in either and how they could provide their insights of how it could go. But it's just it's aggravating that we get in and a t-shirt size is what's keeping us from finishing our registration.
And I know we could run through charity, but we're just not those people. We donate to people that are running for charity. Which I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to marathon Dopey registration. Now I definitely can't convince him to not do Dopey.
No, we're doing Dopey
since we didn't get in. I do periodically check the RunDisney page just in case registration opens up, but here soon that's not going to be an option because we have another possibility of what we might be doing after Marathon Weekend.
Yes. Dun.
So that's part of what our Disneyland news is, but the more fun part of Disneyland news, moving on, we actually went to Disneyland.
We went to Disneyland, yes, and the last time I went to Disney was the 1900s, so long ago, 1986 or 7 was when the last time I went to Disneyland.
Let us know down below how many of you were even born.
Wow. Okay, yeah. But it's been a long time since I've been to actual Disneyland. And when was the last time you went, babe?
1995.
95. So basically about 10 years later was the last time that she went to Disneyland. And then also comment below of how many people were even born. By then. But anyway.
So we flew there Monday after marathon. And hung out for a few days with some friends and family.
Yeah,
and it was an awesome time.
Yeah. And I can say that, of only going to the 3 parks I've been to, of Disneyland Paris, Disney World, and now Disneyland again. And I have a full, my memories are coming back. And just being there again, I can say that I was very disappointed at the castle.
He literally.
That was a house at Disneyland. That's not a castle.
We're at the end of Main Street, the far end, and he looks at it and he's like, "What is that?"
Where's the castle?
And I said, "That's the castle." And he's like, "Really?" And it was authentic. It was genuine. It wasn't like that was his initial reaction.
Yeah.
Because when you're used to Disneyland Paris and of course Disney World, I mean that castle is small.
Yeah.
But I tried explaining that, and I had to explain this to him constantly, that Disneyland is more of a
First go around.
It's
saving money. I don't know. I was like, come on, rebuild the castle. No, just kidding.
Disneyland. No,
it's authentic. It's original.
Love their castle.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hey, I've done really good this video because there have been several times where I'm like wanting to let loose. But I really enjoyed Disneyland, and
no, don't get me wrong. I love the rides. Going through the doing the Matterhorn, doing Wild Toad ride. Oh my goodness,
Mr.
Toad's Wild Ride.
That was the first ride we did of the park.
Yeah, because everyone was getting lined up to go to.
All the big rides.
All Marvel and Star Wars and all that stuff. They're getting ready to go there. We're like, you know what? I'll just do some of these authentic rides. And I actually liked it. It was actually pretty fun going through all those rides and going through the Matterhorn was pretty awesome. We got to see Spider-Man do his little spinning through the air and the robotic.
Adventure.
Yeah. And then let's see. Oh, that is California Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Submarine ride. That's one of the rides that always sticks in my mind, and I know they've redone it to Finding Nemo, but it was still.
Yeah, they need to bring the mermaids back. The actual mermaids sitting there on the rock, and then that's all they did all day long. Anyway.
Because that sounds like fun.
Yeah, that looks like fun. Whatever.
But yeah, Disneyland is. It was a good time, and then so we hung out, like I said, with family and for a few days.
Bars, at the club.
We stayed at the Disneyland Hotel as well, which was really cool. Except they don't have laundry facilities.
Yeah, they don't have a laundry facility. I mean, I loved it. It was a great hotel, plenty of room, and then also having the bed frame, which I'll show here real quick. The headboard actually lighting up and playing the song and all that stuff. I actually thought that was actually pretty cool. And then coming up and having the big Walt Disney or Disneyland big carpet, I thought that was actually pretty cool. But there was just some things. Number one, no laundry facility. Actually had to go to
Disney Grand
Californian to do the laundry there, which was no problem. But just carrying a big bag of laundry
through their downtown Disney area,
all the way through to the hotel, it's really not that fun. And then the second one is I was still doing my fitness and all that stuff. So I would go wake up really early in the morning, but I had to go to another hotel because they didn't have one. So I had to go over to another fitness area. But love the corn dogs. Oh, they need to move the corn dogs over to Disney World, which I know they won't do, but.
And we also went to Universal Hollywood for a day.
Yes, and which was actually pretty cool too.
Yes, it was. The Waterworld show was freaking awesome.
Yep, got a little video of the snippet of the plane coming in. Everyone seems to have that. Here, I'll show it somewhere around here. The movie ride was actually pretty cool.
Oh, yes. The backlot tour was so flipping cool. That was like 4 rides in one.
Yeah, because it was the Fast and the Furious. It was the Jaws ride. Kong.
And then that part, the earthquake when you're in the subway
the subway area underneath and all that stuff where they actually filmed some medical shows and stuff like that, which is actually pretty cool. And then the base hotel and the house and all that stuff. Yeah, they actually come and chase us and stuff, which is actually pretty cool. They were actually filming one of the Western shows there. I can't remember the name of it.
So apparently the tour will change depending on what day you go, because if they're doing filming there, then it alters its route. Like the clock tower from Back to the Future, I know it had actually burned down or partially burned some years ago, but they rebuilt it, but we didn't get to see it. And I found out later, though, it is still there. We just couldn't get to it because they were filming for some show.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we tried to get into Mario Land because it was doing for, not cast members. Wow. Team members.
No, it was doing, what's it called? Like,
previewing.
Preview.
Yeah,
there you go.
Previewing for people. But by the time we got down there, they had already closed down the land, which was pretty cool. We still went to go see, or we rode the Jurassic Park
River Adventure.
World, right? Jurassic World River Adventure. Yeah. Which it was all awesome.
Yeah.
I did like that. It's kind of like at a tier level. It's like the main park is up here, and then the Jurassic World and the Transformers, Mario Land is at a different one. So you take like escalators, which Disneyland Paris, please contact Universal Hollywood in regards to getting your people mover / escalators, walkways going. Okay, work with them. All right. But yeah, it was like, no, we actually climbed up one time. It was like 300 and some odd steps something like that. We did that one time. We did, which is actually pretty cool. The food, I don't think we really ate that much. We ate at
we went outside.
Not ESPN.
NBC Grill. We went outside to their little city walk area and did.
Had lunch.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. We did not rent a car while we were there, so we did a lot of Ubers. And Ubers in California. Ching.
But then again, gas prices.
Gas prices, everything like that. But it
was a good trip. The only thing that was kind of bad is we used Delta.
Oh, yes.
The entire trip because we upgraded and it was cheaper to go through Delta than United.
Yeah.
The only problem is with Delta, you have stops. I usually use United because it's nonstop, and I'm sure I've said it before, but I don't like airports.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had problems everywhere we went.
Everywhere. So we were done. Disney World, Universal, awesome trip. Hanging out with family and seeing them again was great. But then it was time to head back. And, I think it basically started straight from the get-go.
What?
Flying from Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, no, to keep it short, we were pulled off planes twice.
Yes.
We had one canceled and had to stay overnight in Atlanta.
Yep.
We were sitting on tarmacs for periods of time.
Yep.
Actually, at one point, they finally turned us around and took us off the plane. Delays.
And then the entertainment system from Detroit.
Atlanta.
No, from Detroit to Frankfurt did not work. So no free movies or nothing like that. But they did comp us 20,000 points all together for the canceling of the flight, 10,000 and another 10,000 for the entertainment system not working. But
this next time I'm still using United. I don't care if I sit in economy. It's nonstop and I've never had issues. Slight delays maybe, but the more stops you have, the more opportunity for delays and issues.
It's true.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes. I think once we've had the taste of
it is hard.
Taste of higher than economy, it is kind of hard to go
that
back
extra
down.
Space and stuff.
Yeah, it does feel nice.
It is.
But anyway, that was a trip. We had our ups and our downs. Loved it.
Yeah.
And then of course planes. People just have that whole thing. We got to move in. Wow. Move on to what are we doing now? So you go ahead first, babe.
So right now I'm just working on my base. Lots of strength training. I run maybe 3 times a week. Cross training with cycling, things like that. I know I've talked about how I am running Berlin again at the end of September. So I'm here soon. I will actually start training for that so I can hopefully do better than last time.
Yeah. That's a whole nother story, and I think we've already talked about Berlin before in
Yeah, we have.
a previous
I'm gonna
video.
talk about it again.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping also to find a 10 miler or a half marathon to run by the end of July, because I would like a proof of time for Run Disney races, to help maybe get in a higher corral. But yeah, that's kind of, to keep it simple, that's what I've been doing. But you definitely have an update.
Oh yes, I've got some major updates. Well, first of all, the bad news. The bad news is that I had other resolutions of running a mile every day. Not happening. Then the good news. The good news is I've decided to not really work on running every single day or working on that. I've decided to do more of a strength training, and I've dusted off all those early 2000 videos of P90X. And I've been going through that for the past couple of days, and I will be starting my series of the P90X so you can see the transformation that's going on with me. And yeah, once the next 90 days is complete and so on, I can't tell you exactly where I'm at because, you know, that will interfere with the series. But after I'm done with that, that is when I'll probably get back into doing, go back to running, which is what we do. Yeah. Because here in the next 10 days,
yeah,
less than 10 days,
couple days,
is the sign up for
Wine and Dine.
Wine and
Let's talk about that.
Dine.
They released all of the theming.
Yes.
And
I like it.
Yeah.
It's to the point because the 5K is
Alice in Wonderland, which we're not doing, right?
No.
I mean, we like it, but it's not enough to get us to spend the extra money and for me to want to get up at
and then another day added to it.
We only did it this last time because it was Coco, and I love Coco.
Yeah. And then the 10K is
Beauty and the Beast, but it's the other characters: Lumiere, Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, Chip, which I think is fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that
to
one.
see what the medals and all that stuff look like.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they do the medal reveal. But then you have the half marathon,
which we already knew was in Kanto, which I'm super excited about.
Yes.
I was really excited about that when they released that information like over a month
ago. Yep.
And then what everybody's freaking out about.
Yes, the challenge medal or the challenge theme is
Figment with some of his foods, which some people are kind of wondering why they didn't use foods from a couple of their older rides or shows.
They're adding just new ones to the.
Now, we're not Figment people.
No.
We didn't. It's not something we've been attached to. We finally only rode the ride in November.
Yeah.
That was the first time, and I know it's gone through iterations. I know it used to, be something different with the Dream Finder, and such. And people that knew that ride loved it, and really aren't fans of the upgrade, but they still love Figment. I know a lot of people are really excited about a Figment meet and greet that's supposed to happen by the end of this year.
Yeah.
We're not Figment people, but I still think it's going to be cute, and I'll be happy to earn it because we will be going for the challenge.
Yeah, most definitely. Because, well, not just because, but just thinking about all of the theming of it, and a lot of people are just wondering, is like, how does this deal with wine and dine and stuff like that? So you got to think about Alice in Wonderland with your unbirthday tea party. Mm-hmm. Then you have Beauty and the Beast, which is just Be Our Guest. And then you have Encanto, which you kind of look at that, it really doesn't have a lot of food and wine, but there is a lot of dining with family, and that and whole incorporation of that, sitting down and eating with family. And then, of course, Figment.
With this topsy-turvy
kitchen. So there's kind of like all the themings that go along with that. But I can't wait. Hopefully we have no issues with the registration, because if we miss this one,
I probably wouldn't even register for Marathon Weekend.
Yeah, I don't think so. We'd find something else. So Universal, whenever you get your runs coming back,
chop chop,
chop chop, let us know, okay? So, is that it, babe? Is
Well,
there what's some last things? I know there's something.
Oh, there is.
Oh.
So, coming up also, we have this next month, we are going to London.
Oh, yes.
For a Star Wars convention.
Yes. That is going to be awesome. I'm going to be wearing everything.
Dark side.
First Order, the Empire, Dark Side, Sith, as much as possible.
They actually do have a villains panel on
Yes.
Sunday. Of course, that's a priority. They finally released the panels just a couple days ago,
Yes.
so we're working on prioritizing that.
And now we are going to move into kind of wrapping everything up, making sure everything's good to go. But there is one thing that we have coming up, and that is...
I might actually be able to get him out for a run next weekend for a Would You Rather.
A Would You Rather. So it's going to be probably
that?
about what? About 3 mile, 2 mile?
3, 4, a few miles.
A few miles, maybe
It's
a little
like,
5K.
Would you rather run another mile?
Yeah, or go home. Let's try that then. I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's everything. I think we've talked everything in the past month that we have not actually posted a video. So if you have liked this video, make sure you give those thumbs up. It really does help out. And thank you very much. And all you subscribers, thank you for sticking with us. Hopefully there is more to come than a 6-second short. And if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. We really do enjoy talking and conversing with everybody down in the comments. So with that being said,
Bye.
bye.